Yvan Bauzeau will step down at the end of the year following a decade-long stint with the fuel retailer, where he also served as Chief Financial Officer and Chief Operating Officer. Viva Energy shares fell 8.6% to $1.80 on Monday and have lost almost 32% in value so far this year. Bauzeau was appointed in late 2022 to run Viva's 900-store convenience retail network consisting of On the Run, Coles Express and Liberty convenience stores. He was central to the group's $1.15 billion acquisition of On the Run business from Adelaide's billionaire Shaheen family in 2024. So that was in the AFR September 22 last year. So it didn't work out, and he's fallen on his sword. That's sort of one leg of what's going on at Shell. They're spending a lot of money converting brands, and they're not getting the uptake of either margins or sales to benefit from that. So it seems a bit of a failure. Plus, they paid over $1 billion to use the brand, to buy the network in South Australia and use the brand elsewhere, and it doesn't seem to have taken off. The other thing to focus on with Viva Energy is the refinery side of things. So we're down to 2 refineries in Australia, and the government's keen for that to not get much lower. And I guess even back when I was working at Shell in the 90s, it was pretty clear that refinery economics in a small country like Australia were being squeezed by what we used to call the super refineries in Singapore, but I guess there's now refineries in China and other areas that are equally as big, which can pump out refined product from crude oil on a massive scale compared to the ones in Australia. And they have economies of scale, which means that even when you pay for the transport, you're still buying it cheaper from them than you are doing it here. And so, but you still have to sort of price off those refineries, because if you get too far ahead of them, then someone will pop up in the market and start importing from Singapore and putting it through an independent retail chain, which has happened in the past.